Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we're joined by our brother Anas, who inshallah will share to us, inshallah, his Arabic journey, right? What's impacted him, and how it's impacted him, and inshallah, is some tips for all those who are interested in also being on the Arabic learning journey, inshallah. طيب, مرحبا أخي أنس, how are you doing أخي?
Alhamdulillah, good Ustad. How about you?
Alhamdulillah أخي, barakallah فيك. طيب,
Alhamdulillah.
inshallah, so let's begin أخي, inshallah أخي. Can you start by inshallah introducing yourself أخي to all the viewers, inshallah?
Yes, my name is Anas, 17 years old. Originally, I'm from Kurdistan, but I live in America as of right now. I'm currently a high school student. On top of that, I also have a part-time job that I do. And I also work out 3 times a week as well. So Alhamdulillah, that's pretty much about me.
MashaAllah, active, Allah يذكر أخي. طيب, so now inshallah, can you share a bit about your story, your journey before joining Andalus Institute, and what sparked your interest in learning the Arabic language?
Yeah. So my Arabic journey for Andalus is quite, quite crazy. So before, when I was in Kurdistan, when I was a child, I learned Arabic just from watching cartoons. But then, once I arrived to the United States, I didn't use the language at all because instead I was learning English and I was just exposed to
Mm-hmm.
English all the time, never used one word. And then eventually, I just forgot it. So now I know nothing. I can't understand anything. So then I
Mm-hmm.
went many years by not knowing Arabic, not understanding what I'm saying in Salah, not understanding what's being recited in the Qur'an. Even casually, when you just be listening to Qur'an, just to like wind down, I couldn't even understand that. The only words that I
SubhanAllah.
understand is Allah, Allah, Malaika, Rasul. That's it. That's all I
SubhanAllah.
understood. Or sometimes I understood an ayah that said jinn or shaitan. That's all I understood, nothing else. So I couldn't really reflect or ponder upon it to, to raise my iman, to actually
Mm-hmm.
be affected by, the Quran in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried picking it up again. I tried looking up videos and I was still not finding success from those because I wasn't being consistent and I found that through that way it was too hard. Like it was just,
Mm-hmm.
it felt like a chore, like it didn't feel like something that I actually wanted to do. So then
Mm-hmm.
I delayed it for 3 years. And then I came back again, and this time
SubhanAllah.
I chose Medina books. I'm like, okay, we'll try Medina books. Everybody says Medina books, Medina books. I did Medina books. I watched 5 minutes of the lesson. 5 minutes of lesson one, I quit. They said words like
SubhanAllah.
tabib. I'm like, what is tabib? And they said, huwa tabib, يعني, and then he muallima. I didn't understand what those words meant. They only said
Mm-hmm.
huwa means he. When it's a guy, you say huwa. When it's a girl, you say hiya. But I don't know what tabib means though. I don't know any of these words that they're saying. So I just quit. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, this is too much. That's too much. So then
SubhanAllah.
I looked up again. This time I was serious. How to learn Arabic fluently. And then the first video that came up, that popped up, was a video from Ustad Muhammad Al-Andalusi. And it was a video from like a student is showing his progress. Muzammil.
Mm-hmm.
He was a past Andalus Institute student, and alhamdulillah, he finished and is fluent in Arabic now. I watched that, and I realized too in the same video, he never went to any Arab country, never, and he
SubhanAllah.
became fluent in like 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
1 to 2 years. Subhanallah, and that showed me I'm like, nah, okay, so if he can do it, and he lives in America, I can do that as well. So I can get that,
SubhanAllah.
fluency back that I once had, that I had lost before.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. No, but as you mentioned, it's something that a lot of people can relate to, right? They have the feeling just like you, right? No Arabic, no background, right? They started from scratch, right? Alhamdulillah, and then they found some motivation, they found an option, alhamdulillah, they took it. So alhamdulillah, that's amazing. Alhamdulillah, barak. طيب, so now to the next question, akhi. So now, alhamdulillah, now joining Andalus Institute, how's your Arabic learning journey been so far?
Wallahi, it's been the best. Yani, I couldn't ask for anything better than this. The reason why I say that is because Alhamdulillah, because I've been studying Arabic in this institute for about a year, I can
Mm-hmm.
understand 70% of the Quran. With tafsir, I understand even better. And that's
Allah
saying
barak.
like the 70% is without tafsir. So with tafsir, it's even better. I can actually comprehend and understand everything. So that's helped me build a connection with the Quran now. يعني when I hear those ayats like إن الله سميع عليم and then ayats like that, it just hits deep. It's not like when you're reading in English, it's like, okay, Allah is the all hearing and all seeing. But I just like, yeah, but the alaqa is not there. When you're reading it in
Mm-hmm.
English and Arabic, it's so different. It's just so hard to explain. Like, want someone to experience that, you have to know the Arabic language. So my relationship with the Quran, wallahi, this year has hit the deepest than any other year. And especially with
SubhanAllah.
Salah, I understand everything in Salah, 100%, top to bottom. It's not just a ruku and then another Fatiha, not understanding nothing. No, it's deeper than that, bro. Like when you're in Salah and you're reciting Fatiha, it's like you're talking to Allah Azza wa Jal mubashara, like directly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You understand, and when you're making the supplication from the Sunnah, you understand what the supplications are, and that just gives you more yani tawakkul. That Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to respond to that, and you understand what's going to happen when Allah Azza wa Jalla does, because you understand the du'as and the impact behind that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Alhamdulillah, yani my iman has increased a lot, and I can listen to any lecture right now from almost any sheikh, and I can understand it, and I can benefit. Alhamdulillah, and
MashaAllah. Allah
I
Barak.
thank Allah, and also thank the teachers, Alhamdulillah, for that.
Alhamdulillah. طيب. So now, what's your favorite part about Andalus Institute? Also, many aspects, some that you mentioned before. What's your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about understanding student, this is a very common favorite thing. It's the speaking session. Wallahi, the speaking sessions is more than a speaking session. It's like, bro, Allah, it's like a dars, like a muhadara. Like it's so meaningful, it's so impactful. You learn a lot of things, not just like Arabic. The Arabic part
Mm-hmm.
is the beneficial part. You get corrected. There's an ustad advising you what to work on. And on top of that, you work on many different skills. Like, for example, if you're struggling with something, you can ask him directly, and he's gonna help you and give you exercises that'll help improve that skill. What
Mm-hmm.
could anyone ask for? Yani, that's the best thing that I wanted. And I needed that. If I had that
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, I'd have been fluent in Arabic by now. But Alhamdulillah,
SubhanAllah.
since I've joined under this institute, I've managed to practice my speaking skills daily, and that's improved my understanding, listening and speaking in a way that
Mm-hmm.
I can't even express how. Alhamdulillah.
SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. So you mentioned that having these weekly speaking sessions you're going to attend, not even weekly, daily, as you mentioned. I remember at one point,
Yes.
SubhanAllah, that I remember one time you attended five in one day.
Anyone, I was doing five in one day.
So,
Like when I didn't have school, when I have like those off days, like winter break or spring break, I have
mm-hmm.
nothing. I set like five speaking sessions. So after each
uh,
hour, it's a speaking session. Subhanallah.
I think so far you have the
But
record for that, SubhanAllah.
anyway, it's because I have rich in qiraat right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
anyway,
you feel like definitely that those speaking sessions really help making it easy for you and keep you motivated also, right? Not only fix mistakes, but also, right, it's something consistent, something that you have to attend, meeting teachers, getting advice from them, getting corrections. So, alhamdulillah, perfect.
wallahi,
Definitely. طيب.
exactly. Because that's where you actually like learn the language, and that's where you learn from your mistakes. It's just by speaking and the ustad correcting
Mm-hmm.
you. You won't find
صحيح.
you won't find anywhere else doing that. But some people say, I'm gonna go to an Arabic country and learn Arabic, but they don't even speak classical Arabic though. How are you gonna incorporate that? You're just gonna be learning the
SubhanAllah.
dialect and that's it. And you're still
SubhanAllah.
gonna be
That's true.
there, not understand the Quran or Sunnah.
That's true. That's true. طيب. So now, okay, since, beginning your Arabic journey, right, how has your life changed? Right, you mentioned some of them, but can you highlight them again, inshallah?
And well, alhamdulillah, besides me understanding the Quran and my iman improving, it's not just like iman, it's also like some other things also improved as well. And that's because I became more disciplined and consistent. And because
Mm-hmm.
I studied Arabic and I kept those two concepts in mind every single day, alhamdulillah, I've managed to get closer to fluency. Alhamdulillah. I know I'm still there, I'm still getting close, still got more lessons to finish, but alhamdulillah, I'm getting there though. And that's because of consistency and discipline. And Ustad Muhammad, he taught us those two skills from the first module. Like before you actually do the lesson, there's a
الموضوع.
discipline module, guide to discipline. It teaches you how to be
Mm-hmm.
disciplined, teaches you how to plan your day, everything. Everything you need in that module is going to help you succeed in the program. So I took that serious. I even took notes and I put them on my wall and I read them every single day, just so I can remember and
SubhanAllah.
keep them in mind. Wallahi, because it's life changing. Arabic is not just, learning another language. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna learn that language and khalas, I'm done. No, it's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it takes discipline, consistency to actually see the result. And learning Arabic teaches you those skills and helps you maintain that, not just for Arabic, but other life aspects as well.
SubhanAllah, that's deep. But now, in terms of Arabic, right? So now, what has you learning Arabic and beginning Arabic learning journey have affected your life in terms of the Arabic? So you mentioned that, alhamdulillah, now you began by studying at Andalus Institute. Not only did it help you in your personal life, but also, as I mentioned, help you become more dedicated, become more committed to just, when it comes to time management, different things. But now, when it comes to Arabic, what changed in that aspect? You can mention a few things in regards to that.
Well, when it comes to Arabic, يعني it changed a lot of things. It's helped me
Mm-hmm.
connect with more people. For example, when I was in the masjid in Tarawih, I was speaking every time I was there, I was speaking Arabic to them. And barely anyone there speaks English because maybe they're from Syria or they're from Iraq or they're from some Arab country. Most of them don't
Mm-hmm.
speak English. So because I know Arabic, I spoke with them and I built new connection. I learned new things from people. So that's one thing that's helped me. It's building new connections and actually forming new relationships just because of that language. Yeah, I'm telling you, this language is not just it's not just English. It's more
Mm-hmm.
than that. And then another way that Arabic has helped me and changed my life, wallahi, I gotta say, yani it's through the teachers because I'm learning yani, from the teachers directly and
Mm-hmm.
the lessons. I'm writing down everything. I've learned the true way to seek knowledge. So it's changed my
Mm-hmm.
perspective on seeking knowledge forever. I don't before I used to see seeking knowledge as something that's only for like sheikhs because they just
Mm-hmm.
read this book and that book. You just have to memorize that, but it's not. It's just more than that. Seeking knowledge is a life journey, and
Mm-hmm.
Arabic has taught me that. Because the reason also Ustad Muhammad like mentioned this a while ago too in one of his YouTube videos like learning Arabic is not supposed to be something that's like people look at it as something that's finishable, but it's not supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
finishable. It's not supposed to be something that's looked at as that way. Just look at it in
Mm-hmm.
this perspective, in a spiritual perspective. Yani, it's seeking knowledge. When you have the right intention and you go learn Arabic for the sake of understanding the Quran and Sunnah, that's
Mm-hmm.
considered seeking knowledge. And if you were to die upon that path, who knows? Inshallah, you might go Jannah. Because you know about the
SubhanAllah.
hadith where Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, من سلك طريقا يلتمس فيه علما سهل الله طريقا إلى جنة. Whoever seeks knowledge, Allah Azza wa Jalla will make the path of Jannah easy for him. So
Mm-hmm.
just think about it in that perspective.
SubhanAllah.
And that since I would thought about it this way, it's helped me love seeking knowledge more. Like I now understand
Mm-hmm.
how beneficial and how great seeking knowledge is. Alhamdulillah.
Right. Jazakallah khairan. طيب. So now that's powerful, subhanAllah. طيب. So now, okay, what would you say to someone who really wants to learn Arabic, right? They begin their Arabic learning journey, but they feel they're too busy or it's not the right time. So what's your advice to them, inshallah?
This is my advice to them. First, I would say there will never be a time where you're busy. I mean, nah, sorry. There will be never a time where you're free. We have no responsibilities, no nothing. That's never gonna happen. So
Mm-hmm.
admit that because everybody's gonna be busy. Everybody's gonna have responsibilities. You're always gonna have responsibilities, especially if you're a man. You're always gonna have responsibilities, no matter what. But you have to start from today. Like a wise man once said, you have to start today. If you start today, then your future is gonna be like better. Because if you just keep
Mm-hmm.
delaying, you're just gonna keep delaying it. You're gonna okay, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Then you're gonna say tomorrow, I'm gonna start tomorrow, and then I'm gonna start tomorrow. That's just gonna continue, and then you'll never make any progress. A year goes by,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. You have to, start today and do little amounts. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
about, spending 10 hours, 12 hours. That's not what seeking knowledge is supposed to be like. It's not supposed to feel like a burden. You just have to do little amounts of it that still get you results so you can be consistent with it every day. Because we
Mm-hmm.
actually have more time than we think. It's just a lot of us, يعني نعوذ بالله من هذا, a lot of us spend like 8 hours on our phones doing 8 hour deep work of Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or TikTok.
SubhanAllah.
Yani
Mm-hmm.
subhanallah, 8 hours is a lot of, it's half of your day almost. So we need
Mm-hmm.
to keep those things in mind. Try to limit our social media usage, set small goals for Arabi that'll actually give us the result. Because you always have that 1 free hour or the 4 hours that you do nothing and you just scroll on your phone that you can
Mm-hmm.
use to learn Arabic. So there is no excuses.
It's
I don't
true.
have time. That's not an excuse. I'm too old. That's not an excuse. I'm married. That's
Oh.
not an excuse. Subhanallah. You have no excuse. Is this shaitan
Mm-hmm.
whispering to you just for you to not seek knowledge?
Mm-hmm. طيب أخي جزاك الله خيرا أخي Anas. That was very beautiful and inspiring. Well, I benefited from it. I know for sure, and I hope all the viewers benefited from it as well, inshallah. جزاك الله خيرا
Allah.
والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.